This is the Shepherd from WeLoveMetal.com, and we are pleased and honored, I'd say, to speak with a legend today, great songwriter, great musician, and we welcome you, Brian Tatler, to WeLoveMetal.com.
Great, thank you very much for having me. Nice to hear all those footage.
Yeah, we are very excited. I've had a chance to listen to the new album. I want to talk about a few songs in particular. Before we get there, can you talk a little bit about how the process came about? You know, what I had read that it was maybe not really going to be a go, and then something sparked your interest. Is that true?
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, I don't want to get into too much detail, but our last singer, Nick, emigrated to Australia, to Brisbane in 2008, and it just became kind of impossible to get together to write or rehearse. So we would only get together for gigs or tours, and he'd fly over, do the gigs, and fly back. And it sort of left no time to write new songs or new. And I kind of lost the will to do it, really. I just thought, I don't want to do another album where you send files over the net and, you know, like our drummer did the drums in his garage in America, and we played on top of them over here. It's not how I used to do it, and it's not how a lot of my favourite albums were. So anyway, I didn't really want to do a new album. I didn't have much confidence in the material I had. So once we decided to get a new singer, and we found Rasmus, we toured with him in 2014, and we all thought it was great, so we offered him the job. And then we talked about writing together, and I thought we should at least try and write together just to see, really. So I gave him a lot of material. First of all, I've been writing stuff since probably 2007 at home, putting songs together and demos. So I was able to give him probably 45 pieces of music that I conjured up to go try and listen to and see what he liked. And he'd pick out ones he liked, of course. And we got together in January of last year in a rehearsal room and started working on the material. And kind of took it from there, really. And he was quite insistent on doing everything together in the room to get a kind of band feel and maybe capture the magic.
Well, I'll tell you, if we can talk about a couple of songs that jump off the kind of the speakers to me, or jump through the speakers, you know, most time in an album, the opener is usually an up-tempo, and Bones, man, Bones is just, man, that's a hit you in the face type of thing. But there's a kind of, and I don't think lyrically it's maybe designed this way, but I almost feel like some sexual energy there coming from the vibe. Have I got that right? Maybe not.
To be honest, I don't write the lyrics. I let Raz do that. I always think it's best if a singer writes his own lyrics. I think it becomes more personal. So, but what I really like about Raz's lyrics is they're not cliched, I've heard it all before, you know, lame, references to this and that. I think it's, you know, he's done a great job. I mean, I love his melodies, and I love the sound of his voice, but I also think, you know, lyrically, I mean, I don't always know what he's talking about, but it's not run-of-the-mill, same old, so I like that about it.
One of the things I think this album is so keen, it's so well done, is you guys have there's a modern feel, but you haven't lost the sound that all of us crave. How did you pull it off where it's not stale, but it's not so overdone and messed with that it's just not true to who you are?
That's an interesting question. I can only think a couple of things in that I write in a certain way, and we have this kind of brief where we said it should sound like a Diamond Head record, and I think when Raz joined, in order to learn lyrics and the songs. He had to listen to everything we've done. He went through all of that catalogue, and he probably got an overview of what works about Diamond Head, what doesn't work, and what are the good things. So I'm listening to my material. He probably said that is very Diamond Head, and this is very Diamond Head. And so I think just when we did that, we kind of, let's say, we made the songs kind of fit the band in a way, so that it would sound good in rehearsal. And we thought, well, if it sounds good in rehearsal, it's going to sound good live, it's going to sound good on the album. And then we used a small studio that's in the Midlands. It wasn't expensive, and I thought I'd rather be somewhere that was fairly comfortable, and we weren't racking up a huge bill, and that would put pressure on you to get it done and hurry up. I thought we could spend a bit of time on it and not rush it, and I think it's for the best, really, that it's not overproduced. I think it's more about capturing a vibe or a performance than just perfection. And we didn't fix everything because I think if you fix everything as you go along, as you can with Pro Tools, you can flatten it all out, and it can become lifeless again. So I don't, there's times when you worry about things, but maybe for the greater good, trying to take it in as a whole, it's better to capture the band than just achieve perfection.
One of the best songs, at least the ones one of them that I'm kind of gravitating towards early in the process, is "Set My Soul on Fire." That has a real, it has such a nice moodiness to it, kind of a darkness to it. Was that the intention, or was it just kind of organically that it happened that way?
I think it kind of evolved. I had an idea. I had the intro, and then I had that mid-late guitar part that go down, but the verse was different. I was just playing two chords, and it was kind of new. But our bass player, Eddie, started playing that up the neck riff underneath my chords, and I jumped on it and said, "That's good. What are you playing there, Ed?" So I started copying that. And I can remember Raz leaning over and saying, don't play that note, play this note, and he added an E flat to the riff, and that added it, made it even better. So once that appeared, I thought, wow, this is going to be really good. And then it was also Rasmus's idea to go fast at the end, because I hadn't got that on my original idea for the song. And I said we should, go into full time and do big solo and all that kind of thing. And we tried out in rehearsal, and it did work great. And I think Raz's tune for the verse is fantastic. So that evolved really, as I say, from a simple demo that I've had a while. It evolved in the rehearsal room really into that.
Sounds like a very collaborative experience throughout the whole process.
It sounds what, sorry?
It sounds very collaborative, very team oriented. How you guys?
Yes, it was, and it's been very good because Diamond had used to work like that. We just, we didn't have a recording studio, or any way of putting down our own demos, or just tape the thing on a cassette, and we work on songs and listen to arrangements, and I think we've always done that. So the song has always been king, and I wanted to do the same this time. And Raz was definitely insistent. Right? We should try and do an album like we used to, and we did every rehearsal, and I would go through them and I'd keep notes and stuff like the journal, the arrangements, and I would, listen to every version of every song until it was as good as it could be, really.
How about touring? Is there tour plans?
Yeah, we've got dates We haven't got any American dates yet, but we're working on it probably till the end of the year. So at the moment, we're starting in April in the UK, and then we've got a few European dates we're taking, like Spain. We're doing Hard Rock Hell in Ibiza. We're doing Sweden Rock, Bristol Rock, doing Bloodstock in the UK, which is a metal festival. And then we've got other festivals in Germany and Spain. So it's just building now. We're going to be going at the moment from April to September.
Fantastic. I have to ask, of course, because it's so neat. I read one of the reviews from another site actually today, and the man who wrote it, his bio is something of the effect of, "I'm a big thrash person and I love Diamond Head," and I think that's something that is so true. Is obviously you have a connection to Metallica and Megadeth and things like that. So I guess that's one question I would ask. Do you guys still have heavy contact with Lars and James and Dave from Megadeth and such?
I don't see them that often. Usually when Metallica come to the UK, I'll get a call and we'll also make sure I'm on the guest list and we'll usually hook up backstage and say hello and all that sort of thing. And I did get invited to play at their 30th anniversary concert at the Forum in San Francisco. So remember they did 4 nights a few years ago, and we did all Phil Diamond songs that Metallica had covered, so that was a bit special. Davidson I haven't seen for a few years, so I'm sure we'd be fine if our paths were to cross. But after a couple of years with Dave, we always seem to get on. And we did a brilliant tour with Megadeth in 2005. We were 22 dates all across Europe, all sold out. So that was fabulous experience for me and Diamond Head.
How does it feel when you hear, even now, some of these bands that are carrying metal and have done so well, when they say things like, "Without Diamond Head, there's no us"? I mean, that's got to be flattering?
Well, it's just flattering. I'm just flattered by that. When you start a band or when you write songs, you don't know how well they're going to be received or how long they're going to last. But some of these songs stood the test of time because they're already like 35 years old and people are still playing them. So there must be something about those songs that's good. But you really don't know when you write it. And even with this new album, I liked it, and I just hope other people will like it. And the reviews we've been getting are great, so it seems to have done the right thing.
Well, you're going to get another great review tomorrow on We Love Metal. I had the honor of writing the review. In fact, there's 3 of us writers. Yeah, there's 3 of us writers here, and we all argued over who's going to do the review. And I actually drew the shortest straw, but by fate, by luck, I guess, a couple of the other writers, they ended up with some family things going on and work things, and they said, "Can you do it?" I said, "Can I do it?" I should have been the one to do it in the first place, but yeah, I really think that album is fantastic, and it's so fresh and it's so different. And I think even for people, like I said, that love thrash and real heavy stuff, the songwriting is so good, the guitar is so strong that it's just undeniable. It's just great metal, and we thank you for having the courage and the want to come back and do it.
Right. Well, I mean, it's very nice of you to say so. I'm very touched by that. I it's easy to think that we might be able to step or out of style with modern metal, because it's just changed so much, and it's become, detuned, and the vocals have got less melodic over the years. So you'd think it could be, it could be just considered old school, active or something. But maybe if you do something of quality, then it just will come through, and it just seems to be like people are digging the songs. So there's nothing more important than songs in my book.
Absolutely. Well, we'll leave you on this and know you have a lot to do, and I hope you enjoy your day. Any parting words that you'd like to say to the fans? And there are a ton of them over here.
Okay, well, hopefully we can get over to the USA by the end of the year. So if you check out our website and Facebook, things have got some dates confirmed. They'll be up there, and it'd be nice to see you. We've toured the US 3 times in the past 5 years, so not about some of our dates because we can't afford the big promos and the big advertising, but if you go to the website and check it out, it should all be there. So maybe this time, 2016.
Sounds good. People, Diamond Head. You know it's real. It's back. It's just awesome. Go out and get that album. I think is it the 24th, Brian, that it comes down?
I'm not sure. To be 22nd of April in, I don't know what it is in America. It might be the same. It could be the 3rd of June.
Okay. Well, we know the general time, and we'll definitely be playing it on our live radio plays and our stream as well. And the review for all the listeners. Review.
Thanks, man.
Oh, thank you. And we wish you a great day. Thanks again for taking the time to speak with the fans.
Okay, no problem. Thanks, Scott. Thanks for the chat. I enjoyed it.